Probe lenses are not common, but a probe lens that zooms is rare. Really, really rare. Laowa has just released this new lens, which is the 15-24mm T8 probe lens. And saying that alone sounds crazy because you get a very epic wide 15mm POV, which opens the door for more creative potential. Now what I have with me is the 35° version. I believe there is 4 variations, including this one, and that is the 90°, the peri-probe, and also the direct view version. So Laowa has loaned this to me, and I have about 1 week to test this out, and I have no idea what to do with it. So to solve this problem, I have called 2 friends over to help me test and experiment some shots that is specific to this 35° version. Baptiste and I, we mainly focus on food and beverage ideas, and the main thing that we use is the tilt axis, just because of the nature of this lens. It's pointing upwards and downwards at a 35° angle, so it's easier for us to get those tilting kind of shots where we follow the subject from up to down or down to up. So for the first shot, it's a simple pouring shot from the kettle into the cup, and all I need to do is follow the stream of water. What I like about this shot is that it's 15mm wide, and because this lens is a macro lens, I can get really close to my subject while maintaining that epic wide field of view. Our second shot is the cereal POV shot. For this shot, we mounted the cereal box on the tube of the lens using a mini clamp, and we lit the inside of the box with an Amaranth 25C. Because this is a T8 lens and my FX3 can switch to the second base ISO at 12,800, we don't need big lights, which is a huge plus for this kind of shots and this kind of setup. After a couple of tries and getting the timing right with the cereal and the milk pour, I think we got the shot that we wanted.
I've always loved playing with probe lenses because it gets you to like very different perspective. You can get very wide angle, but at the same time you can get super close.
Yeah.
And usually, like if you wanted to get these shots, you would have to use 2 different lenses.
Yeah.
But with a probe lens, you have actually the ability to just capture it with one scene. POV of a cereal box. I mean, I think this is something that only a probe lens can actually capture. I don't think, or I can't think of any other lens to capture that kind of perspective, and this is obviously a bit of motion in between, and then you have like a really cool shot.
ZY wanted to test this lens by getting some B-rolls for his stack items. We mainly utilized the slider because the items were so small and we need precision for it.
It's not the most easy lens to brain because you're not shooting straight on, you're not parallel.
The POV is a bit weird to get used to.
Yes, yes.
So it's his first time using it. For me, it's
still
day
wrapping
2.
my head around it.
Yeah, for me it's day 2, but I still figure new stuff out with this lens. Like I just realized you can take out just the lens tube.
The middle part of the barrel.
You can just take it out and like use however you want to. You can like re-angle it, which is quite interesting. Having this 35° POV really helped ease the whole setup process, because for those shots where I need to get, a little bit more top down or 45 degrees, I can just tilt my camera rather than moving the whole setup like directly vertical on top of the product, which is going to be a headache when it comes to safety and also the setup time.
My favorite thing about this whole setup is off frame, you have no idea how unwieldy is this C-stand just booming in like a construction crane over the whole thing. And the Apple Watch is just like, dink! It's being held on by a tiny wad of glue tack. Look at how tight the tolerances are. If I go to my point A and you look at this here, it is like, there's no, the margin for error is like millimeters. And it just goes, whoa. We've got this zoomed all the way out at 15 mils. So we got this very dramatic sort of perspective as we pull out. We're pulling out from nothingness, from pure black, just from the edges of the frame. The watch and the band just like flies in from behind you, and we stop right at the line that says titanium case. So we have this big, wide, long softbox from the back, giving it that long glow. And because the bottom here just disappears into oblivion, if I turn this off, we can barely see the definition of the bottom of the case because we're doing this against a black background. So this little accent from the bottom here just defines that bottom edge for us. And because this is a natural titanium case, I've warmed this up slightly, so that highlight is slightly golden. Look, we love shiny things, but the shinier the thing, the harder is the thing to clean. My gosh.
What is our last shot?
Well, I think the theme for today is too close for comfort. It's just a simple pull-out reveal. It starts with pitch black, nothingness again, and as we slowly pull out, it reveals the camera plateau on this 17.
Took us a while to like figure out the lighting situation because
Yeah.
we want to avoid as much mess because this lens is like 15 millimeters wide.
And if you look at everything behind it, it's absolute mayhem. So most of the challenge was how to get the light coming from there, going this way, without lighting anything up behind it. Background tidiness is an issue.
Yeah. What do you
Sure.
think is the #1 favorite feature about this lens?
It's the zoom for me.
The zoom?
I like that it goes as wide as 15 mils. Not the easiest to work with, but it does give you very, very dynamic perspectives.
Yeah.
And we're so used to probe lenses being primes. You're stuck with that field of view, but you could reframe quite easily, or if you see a bit of mess, you see that light stand in the corner of the frame, instead of fixing that light stand, you could just punch in a little bit on the lens.
That's true.
The zoom is my biggest convenience factor for this.
Overall, I think this is a really good lens. I haven't got a chance to explore some hidden features where you can actually rotate this whole thing by just unscrewing some points here, and you can even take this out if you need to. So those are the things that I hope to explore in the future when I have more time with it. But if you're looking for a probe lens that zooms, I think it's a no-brainer to get this Laowa lens. It's high quality, the image is good, you have like variations that you can go for, like the 35 degree, 90 degree, direct view, peri-probe. Everything is there. All you need to do is pick the right tool for the right job. I hope this video gave you new ideas for your next creative project. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.